at the bouncy house place. Who wants to go jump in the bouncy houses? Sure. Sure. So the girls are gonna bounce. I think I'm gonna try to let Chelsea bounce. You wanna bounce? Do you wanna bounce? Yeah. Bounce, She was crying. Bounce, bounce. Bounce, 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 bounce. So we're home from the bouncy house place. Yes. We went to the bouncy house place. It's called Escape Zone. And we had an appointment at 2 o'clock for Alex for the dentist. So I was like, okay, we have until like a couple minutes before 2 because it's right next door. And then we have to go to your dentist appointment. So we said goodbye to our friends and all that, and probably left a little earlier than, like, if we didn't have an appointment, we probably would have stayed longer. Go next door to the dentist, sign in, sit down, wait a few minutes, you know, that sort of thing. And they called me over and they're like, we have to cancel your appointment. I was like, oh man. So we have to go back in a few weeks. But we came home and Chelsea was like really tired and ready for a nap. So I laid down with her, tried to get her to take a nap, and all of a sudden she decides that she's just full of energy. So Mommy's gonna cook dinner, Chelsea's gonna play. My goodness. Like, she was like climbing all over me and playing and laughing and giggling, and I'm like, okay, she's not going to sleep, so I guess I might as well go out and cook dinner. Right? Yeah, see, I have lots of energy. Ooh. I see your tootsies. It's like hanging over the edge. Did you have fun at the bouncy house place? They have like a little area with the mats, like she has here, the little rubber mats that she was playing, and they have like little tables and things for the little ones, like little toys and stuff. Like they had one of those things, tables that she likes to play with, same one. So she was able to crawl around and play. Well, then I got in the bouncy house with her and she was not having it. Like, she started crying. But I like just held her and bounced with her and stuff. She liked it okay, but I really thought I would put her inside of it and she would just take off crawling. I think the problem was that she was tired already at that point, so she was like over it. She had been crawling around and playing and she was just tired. So maybe the next time I'll put her in the bouncy house as soon as we get there. I don't know. It was okay. Alex had fun with her friends, so. Right. Yes.
I don't know if I can pick this up on camera. It's an incredibly very light mist that almost looks like snow because it's coming down really slow. Like, I can see it with my eye, but I have no idea if the camera's picking it up. Especially with the nice glare in the sun. It's almost stopped. No, I guess it's still going. Kind of see in between the house, maybe.
Alex and the dog are playing in the hallway because none of us want to get up and let the dog in the living room. Look at you, big girl.
Come on, let's go in.
She just crawled all the way across the living room and stood up on Michael.
There, happy now?
Very, very quickly.
Happy now?
Like, snap of the fingers, she was across the room and standing up. Craziness.
What are you doing?
You know, just standing around watching TV through Mommy's legs. And Mommy can't move because of it. She's just decided to watch her cartoon through Mommy's legs. So Alex took out the trash earlier, and just now I went out to the garage to throw away a diaper because we keep the diaper pail in the garage because it doesn't matter. There's no getting around it. It stinks
Hot,
bad.
steamy poo.
Stinky poo. That's
Hot, steamy poo.
steamy. Ew.
Actually, it's not bad because it's been somewhat cool here, but man,
Yeah,
summertime.
But I went to empty it and it stinks even when I go to empty it anyway. But I had forgotten to throw it in the trash can before she took the trash down. So I had to take it out and I could hear the bats squeaking in the sky.
Oh, as long as they're out there and not in here.
Yeah, really. But I thought, oh, like I heard it and I was like, what the heck? And then I realized what it was. True story, when I was a kid, we had a bat get in our house in the middle of the night. And my dad had to like, he grabbed a pillow, like in a pillowcase, and he was swinging it at the bat. And yeah, it was crazy. Like I remember screams and stuff in the middle of the night from my dad doing that.
There's a bat in the house.
No, there's not.
That's what Mom was just vlogging about.
You gonna help me catch it?
No.
She's like, whatever. So it surprises me that they're out there because it's still just a little bit chilly.
Oh, no, it's not. It's warm.
Yeah, it
it's
is.
like 60s or 70s outside.
Oh, I thought it felt nice.
Chilly. No.
Cooler outside compared to what's in the house.
Did you guys feel that? Did you feel it? We actually, well, we did. Hey. I'm gonna send an earthquake your way. There was an earthquake in Cuba, was it?
Cuba.
Around Cuba? Cuba and Key West.
Key West, yeah.
And apparently they felt it throughout Florida. Now, I think a lot of the places that people have claimed to feel it were in skyscrapers. And our skyscrapers around here aren't, earthquake proof. So they're gonna sway and you're gonna feel it. I didn't feel it here. And I think you were sleeping at the time. You and Chelsea were sleeping.
I was laying down with Chelsea, so yeah, I was probably sleeping.
You could feel it?
No, I didn't.
We didn't feel it, but there were reports like all over people feeling it, all the way up to St. Pete, which is like
Way past us. So yeah, that's up by Tampa. But I gotta think it was people in skyscrapers and stuff because those will sway. I didn't. I was working and I didn't feel nothing.
I was sleeping. What about you?
I don't really feel anything.
No, we probably wouldn't. Just because, we're a single level house and it's a bit odd.
I would have freaked out.
Burp.
If I would have felt something, I would have freaked.
I find it odd though that it happened all the way down in Cuba and they felt it up in Tampa. To travel all the way like up the coast.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Cape Coral, yeah, which is south of us, which is obviously a lot closer to Cuba.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, they were saying
Earthquake!
some people were saying, thank goodness there was like no tsunami as a result of it.
Yeah. We wouldn't have been affected by it, but I guess it could happen.
I don't care. It's enough to freak me out, enough to be like, see ya. I'm ready to leave.
So, on top of all the other things that wants to kill you in Florida, well, I guess tsunamis were already on the list, and add earthquakes to that now.
I didn't know we could even get earthquakes here.
Well, it makes sense. They had that big one. It was in Haiti, right? A few years ago. That's not that far
Was
off
that
the
an
coast.
earthquake? Or was that a tsunami?
No, it's an earthquake.
No, not a tsunami.
It was an earthquake.
Was it an earthquake?
Yeah.
Okay, so a hurricane spins this way. What's it called when they spin the other way?
Typhoon.
Typhoon.
But we don't have typhoons. Those are on the other side of the world.
No, I was thinking that's what hit.
No, it was an earthquake.
Okay.
So, I mean, that's not that far from us. Hurricanes, earthquakes, alligators, spiders, snakes, mosquitoes, because they carry disease. That waterborne stuff that's been going around.
Bacteria. Mm-hmm.
Pollution.
Well,
Wow.
not pollution.
If you drink water...
Sinkholes?
Wait.
Sinkholes. That's
Sinkholes?
been a new thing the last few years.
If you were to drink out of a well and had water pollution in it, you could die from it.
Well, yeah. But
So,
that's
pollution.
not necessarily a thing here in
That's
Florida.
pollution, especially. We have bears. We have panthers.
You don't hear much about that. You hear more about the alligators than you do bears or
Oh
panthers.
yeah, absolutely.
Just an endless list of things that can kill you here.
Apparently, it just keeps getting longer. The
Oh, you
sinkhole.
guys, you guys should go in Australia.
Oh, I bet. There's a lot of scary stuff there.
I'd like to visit there, but I'm a little afraid to.
There's
That's probably no worse
Sinkhole
than
thing
here.
Kind of freaks me out because that's like the ground collapse.
It really depends on where you live in Florida.
And that's been a new thing that's just started happening recently. A lot. More and more reports. And I don't like this. I don't like the thought that my house could just fall through the ground.
Boom.
Oh, you're screwed. Bye-bye.